Before using ExamView, you need to set your preferences up in ExamView Test Generator. To do this, go to the ZenWorks application window, click on ExamView Test Generator. It's the yellow icon. Click the first screen to make it disappear quicker, and then fill in the user information. Filling it in on this screen will help you by automatically having it filled in later on. For organization, you can type in FCSC or your school building. By typing in the IN for Indiana, you will be able to later automatically generate questions by the Indiana State Standards. Click OK, and do not worry about registering your software, just click Close. In order to set our preferences, we need to close the ExamView Test Generator Help window. We'll come back to this screen in a later section. Go to the top of your ExamView Test Builder window and click Edit in the menu. Go down to Preferences and click. Notice that the personal information has already been completed from the first screen that we filled in. We're going to go to the Preferences Files to set our default file locations. For question banks and tests, we want the default file location to be the folder we created on our H drive called ExamView. To do this, click the folder at the end of the question banks option. Scroll up in the pop-up window until you see My Computer. Click the plus sign to show the contents of the My Computer drive. Find the H drive and click the plus. With your H drive listed, scroll down until you see the ExamView folder that you created. Notice when you click on the ExamView folder, you cannot go into it any further. So click on ExamView, make sure it shows up in your folder as ExamView. It's also a good idea to scroll up and double check that you are still in your H drive with the ExamView folder, and then click Select. We're going to follow that same procedure to set the tests preferences. Click the folder at the end, scroll up, click the plus sign beside My Computer, click the plus sign beside your H drive, scroll down to find ExamView, click the word ExamView. ExamView should show up in the folder option, and if you scroll up to double check, you should see that you are in your H drive with the ExamView folder. Click Select. For the online land tests, we're going to go to a different location. This is where we will publish any tests that we would like the students to take on the computer. To set your online land tests location, go to the folder at the end and look for Microsoft Windows Network, FCSC, Endeavor, and when you see Apps, click the minus sign to close it and look for Shared underneath. Click the plus sign beside Shared, and you should see an ExamView Published Test folder. Click that. Make sure that your folder location is set to ExamView Published Test. Make sure that you are under FCSC, Endeavor, Shared. As long as those items match, click Select. At this point in time, your file locations have been set correctly. Please confirm that they match the settings on this screen. Question banks should locate to your ExamView. Tests should locate to your ExamView, and online land tests should locate to Endeavor Shared ExamView Published Tests. If these settings are correct on your screen, do not click OK, click Save as Default to save these as your settings permanently. Click OK to acknowledge that these are your default preferences. Your preferences have now been set in the ExamView Test Builder. Your next step is to set preferences in ExamView Test Manager. Please watch the next video for instructions.